Hello folks, Foxlow back again. This is now part 30 of my NMS restart in normal mode, and what you see in front of you is my new mega farm, and it is mega. It's very big, the biggest farm I've ever made, but it's making me the money. I've already tested it all out. I've found a terminal which gives me 7.1% on insulating gel, so it's getting quite profitable, and there are a lot of plants in this system. I am now at 99%, as you can see. Base complexity there on the right is 99%, and that's with the configuration file set to max. So yeah, it's a big farm, but it's making me the money, and it only takes 21 minutes or so. So I'm making 15.2 million every 20 minutes or so, and I will show you how I go about that. But let's first look at the base, if you're interested. It's pretty basic base, if you see what I mean. It's just one big square blob really, to be honest, but yeah, it looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. I've got an entrance foyer there, a reception area for anybody wanting to visit the farm. Yeah, and there's a bit more plants than I originally intended. I managed to get 276 in when I did it in tested it out in creative, but in actual fact I have now 280 Temerium in one side and 280 Spidonium in the other side, so that's a lot of plants, and that's obviously what takes up the room as well when it comes to the amount of memory being used for the system. So even with my configuration file set to max, so I can put as much down as the system will allow, it's getting to its limit. So yeah, biggest farm I've ever made, but it's making me the money. I'm quite happy with it. It looks okay, it doesn't look too bad, but it's practical. It's reasonably ergonomic to pick. I'm going to go through the system with you. I know it's going to be a bit boring, but it's just to show how much money I'm actually making. Just proving the fact that you can make this money in 21 minutes as long as you get the terminal that gives you the good price. The trading station gives me 6.6%, but my little terminal that I found outside the zone here next to the took a while. It took me about an hour and a half, I think, to find that particular terminal. Let's get that out of the way. There, and it's outside the zone. You can see the zone marker here. You need to put it outside the zone to find the different prices. I looked everywhere around this zone, and then the last plot I did was this bit there, and that gave me 7.1%. So yeah, cool. Yeah, nice and big reception area. Oh, that did that come up? I didn't notice. I've got a message come up when you walk in. Let's see. I don't know. It probably did come up. I just didn't notice it. Oh, come up. There you go. Welcome, traveller, to Codge Mega Farm. That's cool. So yes, on the left is Temerium. On the right is Spidonium. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely massive. So yeah, a lot of picking. The actual pick, to pick all of it, takes about 9.5 minutes, and that's not rushing, that's doing it at a steady pace. But I start with the Temerium because I want them to be fully grown when I've finished selling everything off, and I finish off with the Spidonium. And this is my sequence of picking. I start picking this way, going down there, following it all the way around, come back the other side, follow it down, and I end up back here again when I'm picking. So I'm going to show you that process. I know it's boring, but if you look at how much money I've got, I've done a couple of picks, so I'm now at 79,700,000, so I'm 79 million. I'm going to show you the pick, how I do it, and then I'll pause it and then go and, well, quickly show you the price on the terminal, then I'll craft them and then show you the end result. So I start picking from here, so I always go left to right, so I pick the Temerium this way, and because there's so many, I mean, yeah, it takes 9 minutes to get through this lot. I know this is probably going to be boring, but I just want to show the method. I always do that once I've built a new farm, show you how I go about it, and it's quite ergonomic. When I get to the end, I'm at the position to start picking the spodonium, but I have to transfer what I have in my exosuit into the ship so that I don't suddenly come to say, oh, you're full up. Oh, this is the awkward one, that first bit. Yeah, and the frame rate is, I'm getting about 30 frames per second. Normally I get about 80 or 90, but in this particular area it keeps dropping between 25 and 35. Yeah, the farm is big. But in 21 minutes I'm making a lot of money. So in that sense the farm is worth it. Yeah, it's mind-blowing, it's boring as shit. But if you want the money in the game, again, I've tried it in piecemeal, and I'm afraid, as far as I'm concerned, this is at the moment the best way of making money in this game. There is no other way that you can make this amount of money. None whatsoever. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best way, but it is mind-blowing. Very boring, but most ways of making money in any game is that way, isn't it? It's always boring and repetitive. But if you want the money, you have to go about and do it, don't you? You just suck it up and do it. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, a bit boring probably. I said it again and I'm repeating myself. But I just want to show you what I do, and that you can make the money this way in that amount of time. You can time it through the video, see how long it takes me to pick the lot. It's going to be about 9 minutes to pick the whole lot, the Tamarium and the Spodonium. And that gives, that means the Tamarium has started to grow. So in effect, when you finish picking, the Tamarium should just about be popping on its first pop, the first ones you picked. And then by the time you've finished selling them, because you have to craft it and that takes a few minutes, it's 21 minutes, so it's rinse and repeat. They've regrown for you. And by picking the Tamarium first instead of the Spodonium, everything will have been fully grown by the time you sold everything, and then you just go back. So in 45 minutes you can make 30 million. In an hour and 15 you've made 90 million. 45 million. So yes, you can make the money quite quickly this way. But yes, I'm sorry PS4 owners, you won't be able to do this. And frame rate, it does mess up the frame rate making it this big. If you're on the PC, my system, even though it's old, it's quite a high-end system. I've got two 980 Ti's. Not that it uses both of them, and an old 2600K processor, but it does the job still. And you can see my specs in the description anyway. So yeah, but it does take a lot to build, guys. You need 20,000 Tamarium, 20,000 Spodonium, and Thamium, and the carbon that goes with that. So it's 40 Thamium, I think it is, to put one plant, and 20 carbon, I think. So you need a lot. I actually ran out of Thamium. I thought I had enough, so I had to go and farm some more. That's it. That's all the Tamarium picked. And we go into here and start picking that. But before I pick them, I send all this to the ship. That's taken roughly 4 minutes or so, hasn't it, to pick that lot? Okay, now we pick these. And the thing is with Spodonium, you do it like this, go to 2, make sure that the circle starts to go, and you can do 2 at a time more or less like this, see? But you have to make sure that it starts to circle, the circle starts to turn before you go to the next one, otherwise you'll miss one. Like that, see? Like that, like that. Yeah, I'm sucking eggs, and I guys. But with the Spidonium, you can't pick through them, so you can't pick the other side. Right there, it won't pick that one now. You see, you can't pick it here. You just can't do it. So you have to just go along. So I always go right to left, like this with these. Right to left with these, and left to right with the Temerium. That's just me. It's just the way my obviously my brain and hand coordination works. I find this the easiest way for me. Yeah, it's a lot of picking, guys, but it is one mega farm, so yeah. Oh, went a bit wrong there. Yeah, after you've done this a while, it does get a bit screamable. It's one long process, but a good way of making the dosh. If you want all those special ships, which I do. I want all S rating, all 40 of high, eventually 48 slots when we get further into the centre to get the better stuff, hopefully. And I want loads of money to be able to do that. And then swap, you know, and still carry on looking for the better ones, like a 48 slot freighter, even though at that stage I don't think you really need it, but you know, it's part and parcel of the game, innit, if you want the good stuff. And then it's flight of fancy, isn't it? I mean, I could look for an S-class ship of the actual type that I like, i.e. the hauler, the fighters. You could be more fussy with it once you've got the dosh. So that's my view on it anyway. Nearly done. See how long it takes to pick this lot. Oh, get that one. Oh, come on, there you go. And this will take me back to the beginning in the reception area, the way I'm going. So I end up close to where I'm selling them. And obviously making it this way and having the terminal which gives you the good price at your base makes it that bit quicker. Because I did the test run going to my trading depot where I had 6.6%, and that took 25 minutes or so. Whereas in here it's roughly around 20-21 minutes, something like that. And that's without really rushing, just plodding along. But really you can't rush these picking, otherwise you won't pick them. You try to be too quick and it doesn't pick them all. You've got to make sure you don't miss any. I always look back to make sure I don't miss some. Because picking this way you might miss the circle turning, and it doesn't actually pick like that one there, see? But I find this the best way of picking Spidonium. Oh, see, I missed the end. Missed that one. Look. So let's put a couple of seconds on the timing. But again, I don't normally rush. I just do it as and when. Oh, pick that one, come on. Well, hey, that's the end of that lot, and you've just got these two to go. That's all, they're all picked. It's that one, and these make up the 280. So now we're fully stacked, so I send them all to the ship. Now we're 14 minutes into the video, so that's taken me, what, 10 minutes maybe, something to pick all that lot, maybe a bit less. And now we go to the terminal, which gives us a nice price. Hello mister, you stuck? Let's just craft one quick and I'll show you the price, because I'm not going to... I'll make sure all my slots are empty so I can fill all that. I've got rid of everything that's in there, and as you can see the ship is nearly full, we're not quite. But this is the price I'm getting here. 7.1%. Okay, see that 79,752. Now I've got to craft them all, and that will take me about maybe 7 or 8 minutes. I'm not going to film all the crafting. I will film the end result, so I'll catch you in a mo. Okay guys, back again now, and this is the last one that's left now that I've got. I've used up all that I can. Can't make any more out of that. So we'll sell this last one, which is, no, it's only 44,000, but let's have a little 47,000, whatever it was. Where are we? Yeah, I'm getting 47,000 each one, so that's it. 94,881,000, that's 15 million we've made, and some change. And if you work that out from the previous one, I've already worked it out, so it's 15 million. And that's taken roughly 20 minutes or so, just over 20 minutes. And as you can see, finishing that, the Temerium are now fully grown again. So technically we can now pick them again, and so is the Spodonium. So in total, picking it and selling it has given enough time for them to regrow, so you could really go right back and start again and make another 15 million in 20 minutes or so. So yeah, that's my process guys, and obviously I'm making the money. Another 15 million will be made a bit later on. That's basically it really. Just wanted to show in this video how I'm making it. I've still got loads to do in the fact that I need to get all the animals still. But I'm going to make the money first at the moment. I'm going to make as much as I can. I'm in the money making mood at the moment, so I'm going to spend a couple of hours to see how much I can make. So I've got a big stack for me when we start carrying on, because I've still got to do all the questing. Where are we? We've got to still get the Viridium and the Rubium. Now the Viridium I can get because I've now got the Sigma drive. I think it's the Viridium is the first one on a red planet. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. I can't remember. And we need the animals. I still need to find 3, so I've still got plenty to do yet, and get the rep up when I can. I hope you didn't find that too boring guys. I just wanted to show how I've made it this time. And yeah, the biggest farm I've ever made. Yeah, it's certainly mind-blowing to make a farm as big as this and then actually farm it. But yeah, it's how we make money guys. So I thank you very much if you got this far, and I will catch you in the next one.